Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with, for the final time, Feyenoord. I mean, I say the final time, I don't think it won't be, because today, having successfully won the league, once again the Dutch Cup last time, of course, we now have got the Europa League semi-final against Tottenham, both legs, and then potentially the final, should we get there. But whatever happens, whether we win or whether we lose, this will be the final episode of the season and the final episode with the club, because of course, we are going, we are not staying. There's no reason to stay. Even if we have to spend a good portion of the year unemployed, we will be leaving at the end of the season, which is good. We're making a bit of progress. We've got 4 trophies we need to win done, which is not bad at all. And depending on how today goes, we could maybe add a 5th. It would be lovely to win the Europa League. I don't think we will. I'm not sure we're going to beat Spurs. Of course, if we do beat them and we've got Sporting in the final, our record against them is outstanding. So you never know. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Just to clarify, one result has been played since last time. One game. It was Ajax away from home. We beat them 4-0. So why we couldn't have done that at any point in the Cup in either of the previous 2 seasons, I don't know. But we did on this occasion. Our second 4-0 win against Ajax in the league of the season. Obviously, it was already wrapped up, but it means we have now broken our record points tally from last year, 88 points already. There's still 2 games to go. It's been really, really good. Of course, the other thing we'll find out today, can we go unbeaten in the league again? We already did it last year. It's becoming a bit of a joke, really, how frequently we have unbeaten seasons. This would be our 4th one if we could do it. I am going to probably rotate for at least the game coming up against NAC Breda. But anyway, we got Tottenham first of all, Europa League semi-final. Let's get straight into it. The team is looking really quite good, although some injury news, unfortunately. Kik Pieri has played his last game for the season, out for 6-7 weeks with a lower back stress fracture, which is annoying because he's a perfect player to have on the bench as a centre-back and also a left-back option. We'll have to bring Teze on, which is not what we want really. But otherwise, here's the team. You know them. They've been fantastic all season. Specken is just amazing, and I'm going to watch his career with great interest. Shima Castanese, St. Juste and Kenny, they're all sort of 30 plus now. This is their final hurrah, you would imagine. I reckon this team's going to get gutted in the summer. Cataldi, Davis and Antonio in midfield, of course. Braff is already going to Lazio anyway on the left-hand side. Dilwerson on the right-hand side, and Dave Samba up front. We'll watch here his career with great interest too. So here's the Spurs team. They've actually now got Pep Guardiola in charge, of course, so it makes them slightly more terrifying than an ordinary Spurs team. But it's an assortment of players, some youngsters, some regens, and of course some experienced players. Harry Kane in there, Dele Alli still there. They've got Yuri Tielemans, Jordan Henderson as well, plus Sergio Reguilon, and I assume a regen Phil Roberts up front with Harry Kane as a 4-4-2. We'll have to see in a minute. Christopher Ajer, of course, our former player at Celtic, is on the bench. So what do we say to this? I expect nothing but a win. I mean, we're relatively even. Spurs are not having a good season. I think we can pull a surprise here. I do think we can do it. Home leg first of all. I think we've got a chance. This is going to be very tight. Obviously, quite a tight game against Sociedad. Very, very close there. This I think could be even tighter. But yeah, we've got a chance. Yeah, Phil Roberts is starting up front. Harry Kane is on the left wing. They've got Vignato as well. One of my favourite players on Football Manager. So yeah, interesting, very interesting. I'm not sure what the logic of playing Kane out wide is at any time, but certainly not now. He's 32. His physicals are not amazing. I mean, they've never been amazing, but they're certainly not amazing now. Seems a bit odd. In fact, how good is this regen, Roberts? He's the second coming of Harry Kane, isn't he? He's the second coming of Harry Kane. Yeah. He's going to be good, isn't he? Very good. Right, first highlight is 35 minutes in. It's a goal kick from us, which we've taken short, and who knows what this will end up as. Probably a Spurs goal. Dilwerson is jogging on a bit. No pressure from Spurs at all, and Dilwerson's effort is, not good, shall we say. But that's the most interesting thing, apparently, worthy of being shown so far. And one more highlight before the break, and it's Tottenham coming forwards. A goal for them would be really bad for us, and unfortunately they have Harry Kane. Doesn't matter where he is on the pitch, he's still really very good. So there you go, right before the break. Literally the worst time to concede, and a simple throw. We try and press Vignato. No one really gets to Laird. Tielemans, it's a delightful ball. And Harry Kane is Harry Kane. You know what he's going to do. 1-0 Spurs. An away goal for Tottenham as well, which is not a good thing to concede at this stage of the match, really. Once again, much like in the Dutch Cup final, the front three are not playing well. Braff, Dilrosun and Samba not having a good game, which is... maybe they don't like big matches, I don't know. Normally such consistent providers, but yeah, not today. Antonio as well. Right, we need to go for this. I mean, we need a goal back. It's as simple as that. We need to get at least one. I mean, we need to score at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or whatever it's going to be called by this point, by 2026. I thought we had a goal back. It's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper to deny us. Right, we'll stay on attacking, make some changes as well. Some very poor performances out there. Balde is going to come on for Braff. Samba is playing okay. I'm going to take Dilrosun off for Bertrand Traore, who's hopefully on the bench. Yep, there he is. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Shimikas is having a dreadful game. I would bring Pieri on, but unfortunately he can't walk at the moment, so that's not an option. It's going to be... this is not what we want, really, is it? Not what we want. We could just get an away... well, it's not even an away goal. If this was at the Tottenham Stadium, I wouldn't mind, but it isn't. We're at home. Is that at the Coupe, and it's not going particularly well. Can we get something out of it though? Balde cuts inside. We've done very little all game, but then Spurs have had one highlight which they scored from, and Balde with a great finish to drag us back into the tie. 1-1. Well, we've got something to work with at the very, very least. It's not enough because they've got the away goal, but good work from Balde. Finally a bit of endeavour. Give and go with Cataldi and Davis, and then it's a great finish. Powerful strike into the roof of the net. 1-1, which I guess is probably deserved. Just Spurs have done nothing other than the goal, really, that we've seen anyway. But that's our first shot on target of the entire match, so we can't really expect much more. It's 1-1, evenly poised, but massive advantage to Spurs. And the Ward are back again with a new contract offer. They are desperate for me to stay, and understandable after the success we've had here. It's a decent wage. How much of a wage increase is that on what we earn? £5,000 a week. They're not that desperate to keep you then, are they? Not that desperate. Quite a big transfer budget as well, but which is great. But it's not what the name of the game is. The name of the game is trophies around Europe, and that is something we've already completed here in Holland, where there's no reason for us to stay whatsoever. But as fun as it's been, and it really has been fun, it's time to leave. We've got no reason to stay. Right, I played a fully rotated team against NAC Breda, give everyone a rest, and we still won 4-1. We went behind early on, but we fought back. So, yeah, the unbeaten season is still ridiculously on. One league game to go. Right, second leg time. Unfortunately, despite my attempts to rest everyone to prevent any form of injuries, Marcus Antonio is injured. He's not going to be able to play this one, I don't think. He's got a pulled groin, I believe, for 5 days. I don't think it's worth the risk, really. So Van Cam is going to come in his stead. Perfectly acceptable backup. Otherwise, the team is as we would want it. It's very evenly poised, very finely poised. Of course, they have the away goal, so if it's 0-0, they're going through. We need to score. It's as simple as that. We absolutely need to score, because anything less than a win, and we are out of the Europa League, which wouldn't be devastating. Obviously, we will have other chances down the line, but it would be a lot easier going forwards if we did win this, because we could just sort of focus on the Champions League only. So let's see if we can claw our way back into the tie. I think if we concede, well, we're in all sorts of trouble. First highlight is going Spurs' way. Reguilon, ball into Dele Alli. Van Cam clears it away, but Dilrosun doesn't actually get there, and it's actually going to be a Tottenham chance. Roberts is in. Roberts scores. He's got 2 L's in his name, which looks weird. Phil Roberts. But yes, that's it. 1-0 Spurs. I think we're not going to be coming back in this one. I don't think we're going to be finding our way back into this one. He's onside. It's a great finish from the air to Harry Kane. Okay, that makes our job much harder, but also much more sort of clear. Let's just go for it. We were here this time last year. We went for it against Bayern Munich. We nearly did it It didn't end up working. We'll regret it if we don't go for it at the very least. We went attacking. It went to half-time. Nothing else happened. I need to see more in the second half, boys. We need to see more. Let's just go very attacking. Why not? Absolutely hell for leather, because we're going out. We're going out. If we score 1 goal, it's extra time. We need 2. So let's see what we can do. Cataldi, good control for him. I think the boys are a bit tired. It's been a very long season. A huge domestic success, of course, which is the main aim. It's what we wanted. This would be incidental to that. And we're giving the ball away. Vignato is in. We're trying to get it back. Shimakath with a brilliant challenge, which is... Are we set yet? It's not a foul. Good. Great challenge from Shimakath. Braff looks to get it away. It's well read by Henderson. Tielemans has been shunted wide, but it's still going to be a Spurs chance. The passing is so quick. It's another brilliant challenge on Vignato. Another block on Dele Alli, but Vignato's in again, and he's just wide. He should have scored. Some great defending in there. Last-ditch defending, which is kind of feeling what we need to be. I think maybe very attacking is a bit too much. We are maybe asking for defeat, but... if this goes in, Braff looking for Dilrosun. He's managed to get it in behind the defence, pulls it across, and it's an own goal from Toure. He's put it into his own net. We've got an away goal. As things stand, we're heading to extra time. We've levelled the tie-up. Good work from Braff. It's a great ball in. Dilrosun then has to get there. It's a good reaction from him. There was no one else in the box. It's a ridiculous own goal. Samba was miles away. I guess we'll stay on very attacking for the time being, if that seemed to work. Another goal would send us through and also put us in a very strong position, as it would be a second away goal. So let's see if we can get another goal. Van Cam, he's been sort of out-muscled by Tielemans. No, holds it up well. Samba chests it down to Tom Davis. Dilrosun tries to get there. Dilrosun, that was the chance straight at the goalkeeper, and he's offside anyway, but that was a good move. Corner from Tielemans in, though. And it's bouncing around. Dilrosun tries to get there. It's falling to Toure. Brilliant blocking from Cataldi. We're staying alive. This is we shouldn't be on attacking. And Alfie Devine has, he's scored a divine goal, hasn't he? He's a real life player in the Spurs youth team, I believe. You may recall at some point in the season just gone, he managed to get Danny Drinkwater sent off in a reserve game against Chelsea. So yeah. Bit of a better bit of football from him there, and Spurs back in front. If we can get a goal, then we'll be going through on away goals. So I'm not going on very attacking. We're going for it. I think while Dilrosun did get the assist for the goal, he's not playing massively well. Braff is also tied. Let's change them both. Balde on, the experience of Traore on as well. Might bring Simons on for Van Cam. Could bring on Romero for Samba. We'll stick with this for now and just demand a little bit more. If we can get another goal, we will be going through. We had very late drama against Sociedad last time. I'm going to bring Van Cam off for Simons. Are we going to get some late drama here? Every time I change the formation, it makes no difference at all. But we'll move Simons up, move Cataldi up, and let's just move Traore up as well. Right, just see what we can do. It's a highlight for Tottenham. I don't think there's going to be much point in doing anything here. Slightly more direct. I've just cancelled that anyway. That was really good, really sensible, wasn't it? Much more direct. Be more expressive as well. And just sort of hit and hope a little bit more. But it's a Spurs highlight anyway. So if they score, it's all over. And that's probably going to happen. Laird try and close him down. Close him down a little bit, but he's still going. Still all Spurs. Laird gets it back. Roberts is in behind. It's a good block from Shimakath. He has been outstanding today defensively. He's got a 6.3. I don't know why. I think he's been great today. Corner for Spurs though. 20 seconds left. I would put Specken up. But it's not our corner, is it? It's irrelevant. Dele Alli's on it. If we can break, we've got a chance. Traore's on it. He's been cynically brought down. Regulion has been booked. I'd send him off for that, frankly, because we were away, and that's probably won the game for Spurs. That should have been a red card. Traore's in though. Maybe he's controlled it. He's lost it, and he's offside. And I think that our Europa League dream indeed has died for another season, which is, I didn't expect to win. We've had the hardest team left in the competition for two both years, much like the Cup, really, the Dutch Cup. But we've given a very good account of ourselves on both occasions. You have to say Sporting lose as well. So both, but we wouldn't be facing them anyway. Yeah. Unfortunate. But really, as soon as the goal went in from Harry Kane in the first leg, I think it was kind of done, really, wasn't it? But again, semi-final, we've given a great account of ourselves. We will be back in the Europa League with another team at some point, I'm sure. Well, we're going to certainly aim to at some point. We need to win it, and hopefully this time it will be successful. The fact we've done that well with the Feyenoord side that are not amazing outside the context of the Eredivisie is quite good. So obviously we won't be doing the Europa League final today, but we will stick with it to play Vitesse Arnhem, the final game of the season in the league. Can we go unbeaten again for the 4th time in the save, which is utterly ridiculous? And then we will see about the old job situation, end of season review, that kind of stuff. And then we'll be back next time for a new club, a new challenge, a new adventure. But let's see if we can end on a high with a ridiculous unbeaten season. I'll show you the goals of this one. Vitesse Arnhem. Hopefully we can avoid defeat. No, I'm not going to rotate anyone really, because we don't need to worry about the Europa League final. We're not going to be there. I'll show you the goals, and hopefully we will win the game, or at least avoid defeat, and we will safely make it through the season without losing once again, which is really, really weird. Well, if we don't go unbeaten for this, I'll be furious. Speckens off his line, brilliant catch, and then he does this. I mean, I would expect that from some terrible goalkeepers, not from him. He's been the star of the save, at least as far as Feyenoord is concerned. That's not his best work, is it? Right, it's not taking too long. We're back on level terms. A good move, which is finished off with a typically classy finish from Dave Samba. 19th of the season for Samba. Would have liked it a little bit more, but that's still a really good return for someone so young. Well, I'll tell you what, Vitesse are giving us a good fight here. They have nothing really to play for, but we've managed to hit them on the break. Dave Samba, with his 20th of the season, another classy finish from the young Dutchman. We've got the lead. This would be 94 points if we could hold on. And in the second half, it's 3-1. It's another good goal. And Tom Davies with a good finish to seal it and surely seal another unbeaten season. It's a joke. How are we doing this? This won't happen when we're in the Premier League, will it? It's not going to happen in the Premier League. Of course, many of these boys, this will be their final game for Feyenoord, you would imagine. Tom Davies with another fantastic strike to make it 4. I've already taken Braff off to give him a standing ovation in front of the home faithful. It will definitely be his last game. He's already joining Lazio. Could be the same for anyone else. Of course, we will have the opportunity to sign someone, maybe, at our next club. Who knows who we might be reunited with, wherever we end up. But good win, boys. Well done. 4-1 win against Vitesse Arnhem. Great way to end the season. Great way to end the season when you haven't lost a single game all year. We finish a large amount of points ahead of Ajax and everyone else. 94 points in a league where you only play 34 games is ridiculous. Right, end of season review, and what a season it has been. Would have been nice to have the Europa League, I suppose, but domestic treble, you can't argue with that. We finally won the cup. It's the greatest season in Feyenoord's history, I would imagine. Certainly recent history. New signings didn't have many, but they all played to keep up. Pierre and Romero did well from sort of squad backup position. Romero played pretty much every game off the bench. But the 2 stars of the season, really, in terms of pushing us over the line to get that cup secured and to go even better in the league, which I didn't think was going to be possible. Antonio did brilliantly, and Samba, 20 goals from him, 10 assists as well. Fantastic from the youngster. Feyenoord are going to make a lot of money on him one day. And yeah, you can't really argue with it, can you? What a season it's been. Undefeated somehow in the league again. 2 years undefeated in a row. And that's the second time we've done it in the save with 2 different teams. That's really good. What are you supposed to say about that other than, once again, I promise I'm not save scumming. It's just, I don't know how it keeps happening. It's not going to happen. Once we get into the top 5 leagues, once we're in La Liga, once we're in the Premier League, it's not going to happen because the standard of competition is much, much higher. I think we've benefited from Ajax just being really weirdly bad. Like every year we've been, I mean, the only team that they were competing with us, I suppose, but the only team that, of course, beat us to the title in any of our 3 seasons was Alkmaar, who themselves had a terrible year this year. So it's been a very weird but incredibly good time. So I'm not complaining, but I don't think it's going to be continuing anywhere else. Attendance, 94%. I mean, we should be packing it out. Should be packing it out week in, week out. The football we've been playing, the wins we've had, 9-1 win against Alma, of course, the brilliant win against Manchester United. Some fantastic performances from everyone throughout the season. Samba, the top shirt seller, you love to see that one. That is brilliant. And then team of the season, I mean, this is very, very obvious. It was the same side all year long. We didn't really have anyone get injured for any length of time, particularly, I don't think. Not that I can recall for any massive amount of time. And we didn't have anyone out of form. It was the same team all year. You can see the ratings. Everyone over a 7. Fantastic. It has been really the team of our entire time at the club, really, because no one who's not in this played ever especially well compared to these guys. Specken has just been so good. As I say, he's going to have a phenomenal career. I cannot wait to see how he develops. Maybe we will sign him again in the future or meet him again in the future. The defence have all been brilliant. Shimikas has been odd sometimes, but him and Kenny, great ratings for them. Senesi and St. Juste, sort of immovable objects, really. Cataldi has been absolutely sensational. He is 31. He's aging like a fine wine. He's Italian. He's fine. Davis and Antonio. I mean, Tom Davis as well, actually underrated, very underrated, including by me. His attributes are not amazing, certainly from a technical standpoint, but yeah, very reliable player as well. Maybe we'll see him again at some point too. Braff, Jaden Braff, like on loan for 3 years. We've paid just his wages, so for no money. The contribution he's made has been absolutely sensational. And Dilrosun as well. I mean, a free transfer. The amount of goals and assists that he has got this season alone, more than, I mean, the money we've made there, money we saved there on a free transfer is just incredible. And Dave Samba, what can you say? Again, it's going to be interesting to see how he does this season, how he does next season, how he does in the rest of the save. He will surely be joining a PSG level club at some point, and maybe we'll be the ones signing him. You never know. But player of the season once again goes to Cataldi. I think it's just an average rating thing. He gets the most assists from all the free kicks and corners and so forth. Not that he's been bad, he's been brilliant, but I would give it to Samba or one of the wingers maybe. Young player of the year goes to Braff. Again, I'd give that to Samba, surely. Signing of the season goes to Samba. He gets something. Goal of the season, Cataldi. That's not without doubt. We saw it. It was pretty good. Braff, top goal scorer overall with 23. Most assists is actually John Joe Kenny with 15. That's really good. Player of the match and highest average rating. And most passes completed per 90 minutes. That's a new one. I don't remember seeing that before. All go to Cataldi. Yes. What a season it's been. A perfect way to end. And unlike Celtic, that second season where it was amazing and then we still ended up staying because there were no other jobs, we're definitely going to go. I reckon there'll be loads of jobs. We'll hold on a minute until most of the other leagues are finished to see what's available. It's the World Cup as well this summer, so that's going to create a lot more vacancies too. Even if somehow we don't get a job, I will be resigning before the start of the season. My contract's up anyway. I will not be renewing it, and then we will try and find a job during the year, but hopefully we can get a job before the start of the season. That would be ideal. Overall best 11, mostly populated by players that we have been using. It's just been great. Club vision, I mean, we'll accept this for now, but it's sort of meaningless really what we do. But yeah, what a season, what a year, what a time we've had here in Holland. It's been a great time. It really has. I've really, really enjoyed it. I'd never managed in Holland before this save. I definitely will be doing it again at some point because it's been a great time, really enjoyable, and couldn't have gone any better really. It would have been nice if we won the cup a bit sooner, but you know what? The way we won it in the end was worth it. This season has been very, very enjoyable. But anyway, as said, I'm going to go forwards until at least the end of this week, which is when the Premier League ends. Right, we've gone forwards a bit. Portugal is done. La Liga is done. Premier League is done. The Bundesliga is done. Just Serie A and Liga to go. These are the immediate vacancies. Rio Ave, no thanks. Real Sociedad, we could have done this last summer. I mean, probably not, I would say. There are, however, a few more insecure jobs of interest, namely Chelsea and Liverpool, both insecure. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now in charge of Leicester, and he's got them relegated. So, well done, Ole. That's what happens when you're at the wheel. It leads to a bit of a car crash. But Chelsea have failed to qualify for the Champions League unless they're they're not going to win the Europa League, are they? They might be winning the Champions League. Surely not. No, they're not in the final. So Chelsea would be, well, I'd love to manage Chelsea. Obviously, I do support Chelsea, of course. So yeah, that would be ideal, really, if that becomes available. Whether it does or not, I don't know. Other ones may well become available. People may simply resign. People may get other jobs. And of course, with the World Cup coming up, there's surely going to be some more vacancies. That's what I'm telling myself anyway, because it's going to be a long summer of job hunting. We will see what we can do. Hopefully, I can find something, and where that something is, you will find out next time on Monday. It's going to be interesting, whatever happens. If we haven't found anything and the season started, we'll talk about it and see what we can do. But anyway, that is going to be that for today and for the season and for the club and country. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a great time. As I said, Feyenoord, really have enjoyed this one, but it's time for a new adventure. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well so you don't miss what happens next. We are two countries down. We've still got 6 to go, that's too much, isn't it? I've added too much onto the challenge. Oh well, we'll see what we can do. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.